Center for today's afternoon's matchup between the Bears of Bridgewater State University and our Seahawks of Salve Regina. I'm Sal Gualtieri, and I'd like to welcome into the broadcast booth my friend Brett Wilkes. And Brett, how are we doing on December 1st?
Doing good. Crazy to think it's December 1st already. Semester's flying by, but we're here and ready to watch some basketball.
The Seahawks come in 1-5 on the season, and the Bears come in 1-4. The Bears picked up their first win of the season not too long ago on Thursday night, a double overtime affair when they defeated Suffolk. They outscored Suffolk 13-3 in the second overtime period. The starters for the Seahawks will be Tori Scorpio, Mary Rourke, Lauren Becker, Carrie Beeland, and Tara Burke. And the starters for the Bears, Sarah De Silva, Olivia Del Grasso, Nicole Bostic, Caitlin Aguilar, and Kayla Carter. And we're underway, and the tip is going to the Bears. It's controlled by Bostic. Bostic has it, looking for options. Bostic takes a three, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Scorpio, but she takes it herself.
And that's going to be a shot Salve will look to force the Bears into a lot today. They're shooting below 25% from three, so trying to force them from getting it inside will probably be a recipe for success defensively for the Seahawks.
Here's Scorpio now at the top of the key. She's calling out a play. Here comes Bostic to set a screen. And here's the three, and it's off the mark, and it will go out of bounds, and it will belong to the Bears.
Rebounding will be one thing that is a little tough for the Seahawks, or will be today against the Bears. The Bears average 38 rebounds a game, which is a pretty good amount. They have one player averaging double-digit rebounds as well, and that is Kaylin Aguera.
Aguera had 16 rebounds in the win over Suffolk. Goes to Del Grasso. She has it at the top of the key. Gives it to Bostic. Bostic guarded by Scorpio. Bostic takes a three, and she hits. First basket of the day belongs to the Bears, and it's a three for Nicole Bostic.
And again, while they hit that one, it's probably something that the Seahawks are okay with them taking that shot, because again, not very efficient from three-point land, as Tori Scorpio gets a layup to go.
Scorpio, the CCC Player of the Week last week. Here's Sarah De Silva now. She gives it to Bostic. Bostic down low to Kayla Carter. And it's stolen by the Seahawks, and the Seahawks will look to run. Here's Scorpio. She'll drive. She puts it behind her back. She kicks it to Becker, and it looks like she traveled. And we're going the other way as Mary Rourke called for the travel.
That's unfortunate there for the Seahawks. They kind of caught the Bears off guard on the fast break there, and they had a tough time setting up defensively.
Here's De Silva. She finds Aguilar. Aguilar back to. Here's Bostic. Her jump shot's off the mark, and it's rebounded by Rourke. Rourke finds Scorpio. Scorpio driving to the basket. She lays it off, and it's scored by Tara Burke, and the Seahawks take a 4-3 lead.
And that's a great pass inside by Scorpio. Everybody thought that she was going to go for the layup. All the defense was drawn to her, and she found Burke for an easy lane.
And here's Del Grasso now. She gives it back to De Silva. De Silva met by Burke. Goes to Aguilar. Back to De Silva. De Silva drives. And she throws it to Aguilar, and it will go out of bounds, and it will belong to the Seahawks. Second turnover of the afternoon for the Bears.
Turnovers will also be something that the Bears will have to limit, and that the Seahawks will look to force a lot of. They have 102 turnovers on the season over 5 games, so about 20 turnovers a game. A little bit over that, actually.
Here's Scorpio now looking for her option. She finds Rourke. The screen is set by Becker. And an up and down's called, and we're going the other way. Another turnover for the Seahawks, 2 apiece. Here's De Silva. De Silva finds Carter. Back to De Silva. De Silva's three is off the mark. Rebounded by Aguilar, and she misses. And the Seahawks come up with it. It's Tori Scorpio. Scorpio looking to run. Here's Tori now into the paint. She gets out of there, and she resets. Goes to Carrie Beeland. Beeland to Rourke. Her jump shot is off the mark. There's a scrum in front, and it's controlled by the Seahawks. It'll be a tie-up, and it will belong to the Seahawks.
And that was a good job by Scorpio getting inside the defense there at the beginning of the possession. She's been doing a good job of getting inside multiple times throughout the early part of this game. And then they found Becker for an open jump shot, and that didn't go, but they keep possession.
Here's Beelan. Her three is good. And the Seahawks now lead by 4, 7-3 with 16.5 remaining. Here's De Silva. De Silva's a senior from Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Here's Bostic. Kayla Carter down low. Her shot is good.
That was a good pass right there. No hesitation on the pass. Got it right down low quickly. Found the open person. Found the open man and brought it home.
It's 7-5 now. Scorpio turns it over. She was looking for a foul, and she didn't get it. Third turnover in the first 4 minutes for the Seahawks.
Not sure if a charge was called there, if they're just calling the out of bounds right there, but either way, a turnover.
Here's Sarah De Silva now. De Silva finds Bostic. Bostic plays it down low. Aguilar, but she is fouled by Tara Burke. That's Tara's second foul. And
looks like Liv Pierce is going to check in for Tara, and she'll take a quick rest.
Coach Corey Hughes going to her bench right away. Hughes in her 12th season with the Seahawks. Here's Bostic. She finds Del Grasso to De Silva. Bostic, her three in front of the Seahawks bench is good.
So far, the Bears are shooting about 50% from three-point land. Over 2 times better than their average on the season. As Beelan puts up another three, and she connects for her second 3 in a row. And matches what Bostic had just done for the Bears on their past possession.
Seahawks leading 10-8 here with 15:15 remaining in the first half. Here's Del Grasso for 3. It's in and out, and it's rebounded by Becker. Becker finds Scorpio. Scorpio looking to run up the court. And here's the 3 now from Beelan. It's off the mark. And there's a scrum, but it's controlled by the Bears. And they look to run a little bit here.
And that was a good shot by Beelan. She was the open man right there, right on the wing. And took the shot, just didn't fall.
It's loose ball, but it's controlled by the Seahawks. It's a great pass to Liv Pierce, but Liv Pierce is out of bounds. Or a travel was called. And a substitution now, Destiny Fitzgerald will check in. And she'll replace Kayla Carter.
One thing that I'm surprised about so far with the Bears is their willingness to shoot the 3, even though they have such a low percentage. Over the past 5 games that they've had this year, they've shot over 100 3-pointers. And they are 29 for 118 coming into today's game.
Not a high percentage for the Bears, but like you said, they're going to it early and often, and it's paid off for them.
Yeah, they've hit 2 so far here. We'll just have to see if that trend keeps up. And who knows, maybe they are a team that can get hot from 3. It just hasn't shown up yet this season.
First free throw is good from Del Grasso. Her second free throw is good. She connects on them both, and we are knotted up at 10. Here's Scorpio. She loses it, but it's regained by Beelan. The Seahawks get it over half court just in time. Scorpio for 3, and she hits. 3-point barrage from both teams to start this one. The Seahawks lead by 3.
That's also the risk of running a press there, which is what the Bears were in. When you run a press, if you break it, you can leave the defense wide open on the other end for an easy bucket.
A miss by Aguilar is controlled by Beelan. The Seahawks get it down low to Liv Pierce. And her shot misses, and it's rebounded by the Bears. And here's Del Grasso now speeding up. Del Grasso driving and kicking it. And it's off the mark. Here's Tori Scorpio. Scorpio driving to the basket. She's blocked by Destiny Fitzgerald. And now the Bears will run. It's down low. Aguilar. She scores.
That was a good pass right there by number 23, Olivia Jenick.
Controlled now by the Seahawks. Here's Beeland.
It's 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 13-12 Salve. Scorpio with the ball gets a screen from Lauren Becker.
Beeland, the shot clock running down. It'll be a shot clock violation. Great defense there by the Bears.
Very good defense. Some of the Bears defenders were able to fight over Lauren Becker's screen to Tori Scorpio, so she just had to pass it out to Carrie Beeland, and Carrie couldn't get inside or find any open players, and the clock ran out.
Here's Jenick. She finds Aguilar. Aguilar finds Archie Diacono. She's driving, kicks it to Jenick. Jenick driving to the basket. Her hook shot is no good, but it'll be a foul, and she'll take two at the line.
This will be an opportunity for the Bears to take the lead. They haven't had the lead since they scored the first basket of the game. Jenick's first free throw is no good. And it looks like number 13, Michaela Roderick, is going to check in, but there seems to be some confusion right now.
Today's non-league matchup marks the 9th meeting between these two clubs. They haven't met in 16 years. This is the 4th visit by Bridgewater since 1982.
So Bridgewater and Salve haven't played since 2002, is that right?
Yeah, 16 years. It's a long time. Control now by Rourke. She finds Beeland. Beeland bounce passes it to Liv Pierce, and her shot is good. A high arcing shot from Liv there. But
a good shot on the baseline with the defender closing out.
Here's Jenick now. Jenick to Archie Diacono. She goes down low. Fitzgerald's shot is missed, but it's rebounded.
There's a foul there on Liv Pierce.
And Kayla Carter will go to the line.
And it looks like we have the men's team from Newberry College coming into the gym now, getting ready for their game against the men's team later today at 3 o'clock.
Carter's first free throw is off the mark. And Liv Pierce will check out.
Olivia Valeria will check in. And Tori Scorpio will check back in after a short break for Carrie Beeland.
Carter's second free throw is good. And 15-13 now. Here's Scorpio.
Free throws are another thing that have kind of plagued the Bears so far this season. They're shooting just over 60% from the free throw line.
As the Seahawks turn it over, and Brett, that's something to keep an eye on. 3 of 4 from the line to start. Here's Jenick. She finds Kayla Carter. Archie Diacono's call for the travel. Turnovers from both sides on back-to-back possessions. With 1:45 to go here in the first quarter.
And here comes Roderick bringing up the court, and she loses it. Oh, and it looks like a kick ball is called, and it's going to go back over to Bridgewater. So this press has given the Seahawks a little bit of trouble so far. We'll see if they make an adjustment going into the next quarter, or if they're able to make the adjustment at the end of this quarter.
2 straight turnovers for the Seahawks. As Jenick now passes it as Scorpio knocks it away, and it belongs to the Seahawks. Good.
That was a good job by Scorpio there. Not sure if she deflected the pass at all, and it hit off of the Bears right there, but she did a good job getting in the way of the Bear player receiving the pass and blocking her vision, keeping her from really seeing where the pass was coming from.
This press giving the Seahawks problems now, but Scorpio gets into the paint. She lays it off, and it's stolen now by the Bears. They look to run.
And that's 3 straight possessions that have ended in a turnover for the Seahawks.
Here's Carter to Del Grosso. Her 3 is no good. Rebounded by Lauren Becker. It goes to Roderick now. Roderick speeding up the court.
She finds Valerio, who puts up a shot. And it goes in and out, and Jenick has the rebound.
Jenick looking to run now. Jenick finds Archidiakono. She goes down low, but it goes back out to Del Grosso. Her shot is no good, but it's rebounded by Destiny Fitzgerald. And she's fouled, and it will count.
This will be an opportunity here at the line for her to put the Bears up by 1 point, as it's 15-15 with 34.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Tara Burke will check back in.
That is Kaylee Stevenson, actually, who checked in for Lauren Becker.
Here's Tori Scorpio. Beelan looking for options. She gives it back to Scorpio. The Seahawks trying to get it over half court. And they do so. Here's Roderick. Seahawks trying to break this press. Scorpio pump fakes, drives to the basket, steps and misses, but it's rebounded by Stevenson. And here's Scorpio now. Her 3 is short. Beelan tries to get the rebound, but it's controlled by Jenick, and the Bears will look to go. Jenick finds Del Grosso. Del Grosso back to Jenick. Here's Del Grosso as the clock expires, but there's a foul called.
And I believe it's going to be 2 free throws for the Bears.
A blocking.
Jenick will head to the line.
A blocking foul's called as time expired. 15-15.
And all the players will leave the court as Jenick takes her 2 free throws. The first one is no good. 16-15 is the score after 1. And there could potentially be 1 more point, as there looks again to be some more confusion. And Jenick connects on the second free throw, making it 17-15 with, I believe they put 1 second back on the clock, so Seahawks will probably pass it in. Oh, never mind. They corrected it. They moved it out to 10 minutes, so that is the end of the first quarter. The Bears lead the Seahawks 17-15, and we will take a short break.
Control it. Here's Jenick. She finds Kayla Carter. Carter trying to back down Valero. Here's Archidiakono. She goes down low. Driving is Da Silva. She kicks out to Kayla Carter. Her shot from inside the arc is no good. Rebounded by Fitzgerald. Jenick has it now. Da Silva back to Fitzgerald, and she's called for the travel.
There's also good defense there by Stevenson, making sure that she didn't get back down there. And the Bears will get right back into their full court press. And we'll see what adjustments the Seahawks made during that short break.
The Bears will continue with their full court press. Scorpio looking for Beelan, and Beelan saves it. Roderick to Scorpio. Scorpio's 3 from the top of the arc is no good. It's an air ball. And it was trying to be saved by Valero. She can't do so. And 2 turnovers to start this second quarter.
And the whole point of the press is to try and make you make dangerous passes like Scorpio had just made and kind of dare you to make those passes and possibly turn it over. And that's what almost happened again for the Seahawks.
Here's Jenick. She finds Carter. He lays it off for Jenick. Jenick met by Roderick. Carter goes down low to Fitzgerald. She's met. And another turnover there. 3 seconds was called. Scorpio, she gives it to Roderick. Seahawks trying to get over half court, and Roderick will do so.
Pass was almost stolen there.
Scorpio. She finds Beeland. Beeland, look, her jump shot from the foul line is no good. Rebounded by Archie Diacono.
Even though that shot didn't fall for Carey right there, you have to like the fact that it looked like as though it was about to go in, and she had a good look. Her shots looked good for the majority of the day for her, hitting 2 threes in the first quarter, as another 3-second violation is called and a turnover for the Bears.
That's the second time in as many possessions for Fitzgerald. And substitutions will be made here. Aguilar will check back in, and so will Bostic. Jenick and Fitzgerald will sit.
And that second unit for the Bears did a very good job of kind of disrupting Salve's flow offensively, and let's see if the starters can continue what the second unit has started.
Scorpio. Here's Beeland. Her three is no good, and it will go out of bounds. No points in the second quarter through the first 2 minutes, as Mary Rourke checks back in, replacing Olivia Valero. Here's Sarah Da Silva.
Tara Burke is again in foul trouble, so we may not see her until the start of the second half, picking up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter.
Now to Aguilar, her hook shot is good. Friendly roll there. And here's Roderick. Press giving the Seahawks some problems, but they get it over half court as it goes to Mary Rourke. Tori Scorpio. Scorpio looking for her options. Scorpio drives to the basket, and she cuts out. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. It's a drive here, and they score.
That's a good job by Beeland right there, getting inside and finding the open layup.
Here's Bostic. She finds Carter. Carter to Archie Diacono. Her three, no good. Rebounded by Aguilar. She puts it back up and in. Aguilar had 16 rebounds in their lone win, a win on Thursday night. Beeland. Mary Rourke. Rourke to Roderick to Beeland. Beeland thought about a three, but decides against it. Tori Scorpio pump fakes, and she scores.
And the Seahawks are getting back to what they did in the first quarter that helped them out and get out to an early lead, and that was get some easy twos and then hit some open threes.
Seahawks down by 2, 21-19, as the Bears control it. Here's Da Silva. Her three from the top of the key is no good. Rebounded by Archie Diacono. She puts it back up. It's no good. She gets her own rebound, and it's no good again. And Archie Diacono called for the foul. And the Seahawks will take over.
And the Bears doing a good job on the offensive end of just boxing out and trying to get the offensive rebounds. This press is still giving the Seahawks some trouble. They haven't been able to break it for a little bit. But again, that's always a risk when you're running the press. If it's broken, it can lead to an easy 2 points for a layup. But so far, it's appeared to have been very effective, as the Seahawks can't seem to figure it out as of this moment.
Here's Mary Rourke. Rourke takes a three. It's no good. It's rebounded by Carter. Carter going herself up past half court. Carter gets inside, and it's no good. It goes in and out. Rebounded by Aguilar, and she gives it away to Roderick. Roderick running up the court. Bounce pass to Scorpio. Scorpio's shot is blocked, but it's a foul on Da Silva.
And De Silva's kind of awestruck right there. She doesn't know what she did. She thought she got the block cleanly. Maybe the ref saw something that we didn't, and Scorpio will head to the line for 2.
Chance to tie this game for Tori Scorpio. Her first free throw is good. 21-20 here with 5:35 remaining in the first half.
And Lauren Becker will check in for Carrie Beelan.
Here's Scorpio's second free throw is good, and we're knotted up at 21. De Silva bringing the ball up the court to Bostic. Bostic to Aguilar. Aguilar at the foul line. Give it to Artetiakino. She drives, and her hook shot is good, just inside the foul line.
And that was good defense there by Tori Scorpio, but a better shot there.
And here's Tori now. Tori trying to get it up half court with Roderick, and she does. Roderick, Scorpio down low to Lauren Becker, and the Seahawks tie this up.
And that right there is the risk of running the press. It's very good for providing a way to get quick turnovers, but at the same time you run the risk of leaving an easy layup wide open.
And that's what happened there as Arcidiacono takes a jump shot. It's no good. It's rebounded by Becker. Becker to Roderick.
23-23 with 4.5 minutes left here in the first half.
Roderick down low to Becker. She's double teamed. Scorpio's wide open for 3. She takes it, and it's no good. It's rebounded by Roderick. Roderick turns it over, and here's Sarah De Silva looking to run. De Silva down low to Aguilar. Her shot is good, but it is a travel.
And again, even though that 3 didn't fall in the past possession for Scorpio, you have to like the shot. They've been working it inside, have gotten a lot of easy 2s, and then that left her wide open for a 3-point shot attempt, and that's what helped them get out to an early lead in the first quarter.
This game is knotted up at 23. Scorpio is playing catch with Mary Rourke, and Rourke gets it over. Roderick to Becker. Becker shot from inside the 3-point line to no good. It's rebounded by Aguilar. Del Grasso driving. Scorpio fouls her.
Scorpio was going for the steal there and caught her arm. And it will be a reach-in foul.
Here's Aguilar. Met by Becker. Del Grasso to De Silva. De Silva's thought about a 3, but went away from it. Kicks it to Carter. Carter's shot is no good, but it's rebounded by Aguilar.
Aguilar doing a very good job of just boxing out and finding those offensive rebounds and giving the Bears just second chances on offense.
Here's Bostic in the corner. And Scorpio is hit hard by Carter. And Carter's jump shot is no good.
But Aguilar again was able to get the offensive rebound.
De Silva's jump shot is no good, but there's a foul off the ball. And it's on Tori Scorpio.
And Carrie Beeland will check in for Tori Scorpio. And Tara Burke will check in for Kayla Stevenson.
3:21 to go in the first half, 23-23. A lot of turnovers for both sides. Bostic to Aguilar. Del Grasso has it now. De Silva to Aguilar, and she's fouled.
And Lauren Becker wasn't happy with that call. She thought she stripped the ball cleanly, but the referees thought otherwise, and it's going to be 2 shots. Aguilar's first free throw is good, and since she has gotten back into the game, even though the Bears haven't been converting on nearly as many shots as they were at the end of the first quarter, start of the second, they have been offered many more opportunities with the rebounding that she has provided on the offensive end.
It's given them a lot of extra possessions, and one of the reasons they're on top.
Second free throw is no good. And Rourke will bring it up the court.
Beeland's 3 is no good. Getting in there was Pierce. It's a tie-up, but it will belong to the Bears.
shot may have been a little rushed right there from Carey. But she has had the hot hand for the Seahawks.
It's Kayla Carter. She gives it to Nicole Bostic. Bostic driving around. Met by Roderick. Down low to Aguilar, and she's called for the travel. Another turnover as Lauren Becker will exit.
And Liv Pierce will check in.
Roderick to Rourke.
This press break not giving the Seahawks as much trouble as it had been earlier in the quarter. So some adjustments have been made.
And Roderick is fouled, and she'll go to the line.
She almost was able to put that one in the hoop as she got bumped and was off balance and threw it up there and almost had it find a home for 2 points. Roderick's first free throw is no good. It's 24-23 with 2:24 to go here in the second quarter. Only 15 points combined have been scored so far in this quarter. So a very defensive second quarter after a pretty good offensive first quarter we had from both teams.
Jenik finds herself back to Jenik in front of the Seahawk bench. And her pass will go over everybody, and it's another turnover. And the Seahawks will take over with 2:13 remaining in this first half.
And the Seahawks need to take advantage of the turnovers that they have been forcing. But it seems as though each time they force a turnover, they commit a turnover themselves.
And you said it, Brett, it's a tie-up, but it will remain with the Seahawks.
And the possession arrow will head back to Bridgewater State after that jump ball. And again, it's been the full court press that Bridgewater has been running that has been causing the Seahawks a lot of trouble. From probably about halfway through the first quarter, they've been running it. And it has caused a lot of turnovers for the Seahawks.
Here's Roderick. Beelan driving to the basket, fake the pass, and his layup is in and out. And Liv Pierce was fouled off the rebound, and she scores. And the Seahawks regain the lead, 26-24.
That was a good job by Liv right there, fighting for the offensive board and then putting it back up and getting the foul and getting to the line for a potential three-point play.
1:47 remaining in this first half. Liv airballs the free throw, but the Seahawks take a lead. It's 26-24. Here's Jenik to Archie Diacono.
And Beelan gets the rebound.
Beelan will push up, trying to get by Aguilar. Beelan at the top of the key.
Kind of surveying the defense right now, trying to figure out what's the best play to run for the Seahawks.
Here's Rourke. Beelan for three in the corner. It's good.
And that's her third three of the game. First one this quarter, but she has had the hot hand all game long from deep.
Seahawks lead by 5 with a minute remaining in the first half. Del Grosso's jump shot's no good, but she was fouled, and she'll go to the line.
And that's a foul if you're the Seahawks. You just don't want to commit, even though Bridgewater State's shooting just over 60% from the line. They're taking a difficult jump shot, and you offer them a chance to get 2 easy points.
First free throw from Del Grosso is good. Del Grosso's second free throw. She connects on both.
And Del Grosso made the Seahawks pay for committing that foul.
Roderick. Seahawks working with this full court press. Here's Beelan now. The three from Mary Rourke is good. 2 straight threes for the Seahawks. And they lead by 6 now.
And that was a good job of breaking the press and then finding the open man for the 3 after the Bears had to work hard to get back and prevent an easy layup.
Here's Janik. Her 3 is no good. It's rebounded by Liv Pierce. Beelan, 24 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. And Beelan and the ball is tied up, and it will belong to the Bears with 20.5 seconds remaining in the first half.
And this will give the Bears an opportunity to get within 2 or even possibly 1 if they're able to hit a 3. As the Seahawks will move into a full court press.
Here's Janik. Janik looking for the shot. Janik gets it now. She misses, but it's rebounded by the Seahawks. Beelan with 5 seconds. 4, 3. Beelan down low. The shot is up, and it is good.
A good reverse layup there from Tara Burke, and a great find from Carrie Beelan there to end the first half for the Seahawks, and giving them a 6-point lead as we head to halftime.
And we'll take a short break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes for the call of the second half. And welcome back for the second half from Rodgers Recreation Center. The Seahawks lead the Bears 34-26. Seahawks shot 44.8% from the field in the first half, and the Bears shot 26.7%. Seahawks shooting 5 of 12 from 3. And Kerry Beeland has hit 3 of those. Seahawks outscored the Bears 19-9 in the second quarter. And here's Beeland now. She gives it to Mary Rourke.
Rourke thought about pulling for a 3 there. And instead, she's going to drive it.
Rourke's step back 3 is no good. And it's rebounded by Bostic, and she's going to run with it. Bostic to Del Grosso. De Silva. Del Grosso's 3 is no good.
And that makes them 2 for 11 from 3 for the game.
As inside, it's a travel called.
And Kerry there called for the travel as she tried to get a pass inside to Tara Burke.
So here's Sarah De Silva now. She gives it to Del Grosso. Del Grosso at the foul line, gives it to Nicole Bostic. Bostic thought about a 3, and now she drives. She gives it to Aguilar down low. To Kayla Carter. Her shot's no good. She gets her own rebound, and it's stolen by the Seahawks.
And good defense there by the Seahawks, not jumping or anything, not committing the foul, just putting their arms straight up and trying to make her make a contested shot.
And that rebound is put back in by Tara Burke, and the Seahawks get the first basket of the second half. They extend their lead to 10.
That was a good job working inside by Tara there, not giving up after she missed the first shot, but getting a rebound again and putting it in for 2.
Silva to Bostic. Bostic shot from inside the arc. It's good. And a timeout is called by the Bears with 8:15 remaining here in the third quarter.
I believe this is the first timeout we've had of the game. So far, the game has been moving pretty quickly, but maybe it will become more of a strategic game here in the second half, as the game has been pretty close.
The Seahawks lead by 8.
Probably wants to also have a chance to talk to the team, make sure that they are all on the same page before a potential run could happen.
36-28.
The Seahawks will take the ball up, and again the Bears will go into their full-court press, which caused a lot of trouble for the Seahawks in the first half.
Mary Rourke and Tori Scorpio playing catch as they get it over half court. There's Scorpio. A 3 from Beeland is good.
And she picks up right where she left off. That's her first 3 of the second half. She had 3 in the first half, and that is her 14th point. She's now 14 points for the night. Or afternoon, I should say.
Del Grosso's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Carter. Bostic. Bears moving it around. It's stolen by Becker, but it goes off of her. And the Bears will have it underneath the basket. Here's Kayla Carter. She's driving, steps and scores.
Good shot there from Kayla Carter.
Seahawks lead by 9. And Scorpio turns it over. We talked about that full court press, and it's paying off here. Another turnover for the Seahawks.
And again, the Seahawks want to limit the turnovers with that press going on. At the same time, if they can break it and start breaking it consistently, it will lead to a lot of easy baskets for them.
12 turnovers so far for the Seahawks. 11 for the Bears. Here's Bostic. Down low to Kayla Carter. Carter gets inside and scores.
Tara Burke did all she really could do there. She just put her arms straight up and tried not to foul her. Didn't commit the foul, but Carter was able to get around for the score. The Seahawks are able to break the press there and find an easy 2 points as Carrie Beelan puts home a layup from assisted by Tara Burke.
Here's Sarah Da Silva now. Del Grosso drives in and scores. 41-34. The Bears keeping pace with the Seahawks, but they still trail by 7.
And already this quarter seems to be much faster paced offensively for both teams than it did in the second quarter.
Here's Scorpio surveying her options down low to Burke, and she is hit. And it will go out of bounds, however, and it will belong to the Bears. Another turnover for the Seahawks.
Burke thought she was fouled. The referees thought otherwise, and instead it's just a turnover.
Here's Da Silva. Aguilar. Del Grosso thought about a 3. She drives, kicks it back out. Bostic's 3 this time is good. A big 3 there for the Bears, and they cut the lead to 4.
Even still, that's only the 3rd 3 they've hit for the game. The Seahawks have forced them to take a lot of 3s, and their willingness to shoot the 3 has been kind of surprising given their overall success on the season.
Beelan's pass inside to Burke is good, plus the foul.
And Burke will head to the line with a potential 3-point play.
Tara Burke with 6 points so far in this contest. 5.5 remaining in the second half. This third quarter, pardon.
And Tara's free throw is no good, and the Bears will look to bring it up.
Here's Da Silva getting over half court. She finds Del Grosso. Bostic's 3. It's no good. It's rebounded by the Seahawks, and it goes to Beelan. Here's Beelan now.
Beelan kicks it to Rourke, who gives it to Burke, and swings it over to Scorpio.
Great pass there. And they score. A great pass there from Carrie Beelan. She finds Laura Becker. And the Seahawks connect again. They lead by 8.
And that is Lauren Becker's first 2 points of the game.
Da Silva to Del Grosso. Da Silva thought about a 3. She gives it down low to Aguilar. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Beelan. Here's Beelan now getting over half court. Burke to Beelan.
Beelan looks inside for Becker and finds her, and Becker goes up and she scores. Good job there from Beelan finding Lauren Becker on the inside, and Becker just putting a nice easy layup in, and a short timeout will be taken by the Bears, and we'll take a timeout as well.
3:53 remaining here in the fair. Seahawks lead by 10. It'll be the Bears' ball just in front of their bench. De Silva finds Bostic. Bostic to Archie Diacono. Her three is good, plus the harm. A potential 4-point play there for Danielle Archie Diacono.
And again, that's just a foul that you don't want the Seahawks there to commit. They did the same thing at the end of the first half, committing a foul on a contested jump shot that was difficult, and they gave away 2 easy points that way. And now sending the Bears to the line for a potential 4-point play, which they do convert on.
A big play there for the Bears. And that full court press will heat up again. Scorpio, and they get it over to Beelan.
It's not a foul you want to commit, especially given the success or lack of success there that the Bears have had from 3-point range.
A good response there for the Seahawks, breaking the press and getting a quick basket. They lead by 8. Here's De Silva looking for options. She gives it to Aguilar. Archie Diacono now, top of the key. She leaves it for Bostic. Bostic trying to find somebody to De Silva. De Silva drives, lays it off, and it goes out of bounds, and it will belong to the Seahawks.
And the Seahawks now just don't want to turn the ball back over. Again, this press has been giving them trouble for the majority of the game.
It's been a common theme. Both teams have matched each other's turnovers. Here's Beelan. Thought about another 3. Scorpio at the top of the key. She drives. Beelan's 3 this time is no good. It's rebounded by the Seahawks. It goes to Archie Diacono. Archie Diacono's 3. No good. Scorpio thought about it, gets the rebound, but it's an over-the-back foul. It'll be on Bostic. It'll be her first. 2:33 remaining. And Michaela Roderick will check in.
It looks as though this time the Bears will not press.
Scorpio will slowly bring it up the court.
This will allow the Seahawks to actually get their offense set up this time, as opposed to trying to break the press and then go from there.
There's Beelan. Gives it down low to Becker. Becker finds Rourke, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
And that was a good pass from Becker to find the cutting Burke going to the basket, and she was able to get to. She wasn't able to get the shot off, but she was able to get fouled, and that will put her at the line for 2 shots.
2:12 remaining in this third quarter. The Seahawks lead by 8.
Burke's first free throw is up, and it's a little short. And Liv Pierce will check in for Lauren Becker.
Tara Burke with 10 points. 3 fouls. 2 of those fouls came in the first 4 minutes of the game.
While Tara's been in the game, she's been a force down low for the Seahawks. It's just been, for the majority of the first half, she was just in foul trouble and wasn't able to stay on the floor because of it.
Here's Archie Diacono. To Bostic. To Jenik. Down low to Fitzgerald. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Aguilar. And they kick it out to Bostic, and they will reset with 1:44 remaining in the third quarter. Bostic to Jenik. Jenik's pass. They find Aguilar down low, and she's fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
I believe that's Burke's 4th foul of the night.
And Lauren Becker gets up quickly.
And will probably be to check in for Tara Burke. So that way she can go to the bench, take a rest, and be ready for the 4th quarter when she will probably be needed down the stretch.
Bears 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Make that 9 of 14.
Shooting at about a 70% clip from the free throw line, about 10% better than what they have done for the season, shooting just over 60%.
She splits the free throws, and it's 49-42 Seahawks at 1:30 remaining in the third quarter as Roderick calls out plays here. She gives it to Tori Scorpio. Scorpio down low. She finds Liv Pierce. Her shot is short, and it's rebounded by Fitzgerald. It goes to Bostic, and the Bears look to run. Bostic to Jenik. Jenik to Archie Diacono. She drives, kicks it to Fitzgerald. Jenik to Archie Diacono. Thought about the three, takes it. No good. Rebounded by Fitzgerald, and she's fouled.
The Seahawks weren't happy with that call as Mary Rourke gets ready to check in for, I believe, Tori Scorpio. One minute to go here in the third quarter. 49-42, the Seahawks lead the Bears as Mary Rourke checks in for Carrie Beelan.
Bears are 10 of 16 from the line. Fitzgerald misses both, but Jenik is fouled on the rebound. Good job there from Olivia Jenik.
And Liv Pierce was not happy with that call. She did not think that she pushed Jenik there after Jenik had gotten the rebound. And Jenik will head to the line as they are now in the bonus.
First free throw is no good. That percentage keeps going down. Bears have missed 3 free throws in a row.
And this game could be a little bit closer. Or potentially the Bears could have the lead if they converted on more of their free throws.
11 of 18 from the line.
They aren't a very good free throw shooting team, shooting over 60% on the season.
Here's Roderick. She drives to the basket, lays it off for Becker. Kicks it back out to Scorpio. Her three. It's good. Big shot there for the Seahawks, and that puts the lead back up to 9.
That was a good find by Becker. She had Bears covering her all over down low, and she was able to find Tori Scorpio for a wide open three-point shot.
There's Archie Diacono. Thought about the three. Gives up to Aguilar. Here's the three now. No good. Rebounded. It goes off the hands of Aguilar. Jenik trying to save it, and she couldn't, and she goes tumbling. And it appears she's okay. 19.8 remaining in the third quarter. Shot clock is off.
And one thing that the Seahawks ending out this quarter and going into the fourth are going to need to look at is how to contain Aguilar on the glass. She has done a great job of rebounding the ball for the Bears and giving them second chance opportunities. And with Tara Burke on the bench with foul trouble for the time being, it's going to be difficult to try and keep her contained.
We'll take it right again. There's a foul called.
I believe it was a double dribble on Mary Rourke. That was called right there.
And with 0.7 seconds remaining in this contest, Jenik, and the clock will run out, and the Seahawks lead by 9 as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a few seconds and be back shortly. We begin the fourth quarter here from Rodgers Recreation Center, and the Seahawks lead 52-43. Here's Jenik now as she gets this underway in the final frame. Jenik's three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by Roderick. Roderick will look.
Are off and running. She finds Lauren Becker. Tries to swing it out to Scorpio. Scorpio with an acrobatic layup, and she gets it to go.
A nice left-handed layup from Tori there.
That's what makes her so difficult to guard. She's very comfortable going to her left hand.
Del Grosso down low to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald shot's no good. It's rebounded by Becker. And here's Scorpio now. Seahawks off and running to start this fourth quarter, and Scorpio will slow it down. Seahawks lead by 11 with 9 minutes remaining. Scorpio to the basket. She's fouled. And she'll go to the line for two.
That was a good job by Scorpio to get inside and to draw the contact and to get to the line for 2 more points, potentially. She hits the first free throw. And misses the second, so 1 for 2 from the line that time.
Archie Diacono throws it up court to Del Grosso. Del Grosso drives. It's no good. It's rebounded by Jenik. She kicks out to Carter. Carter gets inside. Her layup is no good, but she was fouled. And she'll go to the line as well. First free throw from Carter is no good. Second free throw from Carter is good. And the Bears bring this lead back up to 10. Here's Scorpio to Roderick. Seahawks just moving the ball around. Scorpio thought about a three, steps back, and her shot off the backboard is good. It's a 2, or they'll give her credit for a 3.
And Scorpio starting to catch fire a little bit here early in the fourth quarter.
Here's Del Grosso. Down low to Carter. Her layup is good. Good use of the body there from Kayla Carter.
Again, after a slow second quarter, this second half has been much faster paced offensively.
There's Bielin's jump shot. It's short and it's no good. It's rebounded by Aguilar. Archie Diacono steps into one. It's no good. She gets her own rebound. And Aguilar will drive, kick it out to Del Grosso. She drives to the basket. Her shot is good. Great second possession play there from Archie Diacono, and the lead is 7.
A foul there by Jenik as she hit Becker's hands as she went to go pass the ball and prevented her from getting the ball out. I believe a timeout is going to be called by the Bears, and we will take a short timeout as well. 7:30 to go. Salve leads 57-46. So Mary Rourke will throw it in to Tori Scorpio. 7.5 remaining.
Here's Scorpio. She finds Rourke. To Roderick. Scorpio thought about a three, steps back and thought about it again. Scorpio. 14 remaining on the shot clock. Here's Rourke. Looking for options. And she gives it up to Beelan. Beelan 6 on the shot clock. Beelan getting inside to Becker. Shot is no good. It's rebounded. It's loose. It goes out of bounds.
That was a good find there by Beelan. Found Becker wide open. Becker just couldn't convert on the shot right there.
And the Seahawks will get a new shot clock with 27 seconds.
And the referees come together to discuss something. Maybe as to who has possession of the ball. And it is that, and they give possession back over to the Bears. Salve's getting out-rebounded 37 to 25 in this one. So the scoring, or the rebounding total is a little misleading to the scoring, especially since they're being out-rebounded by 10 on the offensive side of the ball.
And here's Rourke. She'll stop for Beelan, who gives it to Roderick. And the Seahawks will slow it down here. 6.5 remaining. They lead by 9. Scorpio pass almost intercepted. Beelan has it. Shot clock down to 7. Scorpio. 3 seconds in the shot clock. A deep three from Scorpio. It's good. Big shot there from Tori Scorpio. She's heating up. She has 17. And a timeout is called by the Bears.
And that was a good job by Scorpio, trying to create just a little bit of space with the shot clock winding down and to get that shot off. And for the Bears, you would think with the amount that they are out-rebounding the Seahawks by, that it would be a closer game than it has been this quarter. But it just comes down to the shooting. Bridgewater on the year is not a very good shooting team. They're shooting about 35% from the field as a team, and today they're shooting 31%. So
4 of 18 from 3 as Salve's 8 of 17. Bridgewater 22.2%, and the Seahawks 47%, close to making half of their three-pointers, and they're shooting an even 50% from the field, the Seahawks are.
It makes it difficult. So even though the defense for the Bears has been good and limited the amount of chances that the Seahawks have gotten from the line, the fact that they haven't been able to convert on as many of their shots as the Seahawks have, or on the amount of free throws that they have taken, they're shooting 57% today from the free throw line, has been the cause for why they are at this deficit, or why they face this deficit.
Both teams have 14 turnovers, and the Seahawks, the Bears have more bench points and second half points, second chance points, pardon. Seahawks with 17 team fouls. Teams are even on points in the paint at 22. 6:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Seahawks lead by 12. So here's Sarah Da Silva. Archidiakono takes a three. It's no good. It's rebounded by Beelan.
And a good job by Salve's defense, allowing the Bears to take threes. And the Bears need to recognize that the three-point shot just isn't their shot today. They're shooting under 20%, I believe now, or right at 20% on the day, and they are still firing them away.
Getting to the basket now is Del Grosso, and she scores. 60-50 now. And the full court press is back. Scorpio to Roderick, back to Scorpio. Scorpio gets over half court. She finds Becker. Beelan thought about a shot. Kayla Roderick.
Mary Rourke looking for Beelan, but she doesn't pass it inside.
Shot clock down to 5. Beelan trying to get to the basket. She gives up to Becker, who scores.
And a good job by Beelan, not trying to force that last shot as she had 2 defenders on her, but instead finding the open man in Lauren Becker, who was able to lay it in for 2 points.
16 points 6 rebounds and 6 assists for Carrie Beeland in this one. 4.5 remaining. Jump shot from Del Grosso is no good. Rebounded by Aguilar, back up, and she's fouled.
And there was nothing that Lauren Becker could do there. She came down a little awkwardly from trying to get that rebound, kind of just fell into Aguilar. She went up for the offensive rebound and the putback. That
rebound for Aguilar puts her in double digits. She puts it at 10.
That's her season average for the season. Very good rebounder for the Bears, as her first free throw is good. And Aguilar has been very effective on the glass, especially when Tara Burke hasn't been in the game, which she has been sitting out with foul trouble for a good portion of this contest.
Here's Rourke trying to get over half court. Seahawks having trouble. 5 seconds. Down by end. And
they are called for the 8-second violation.
The full court press worked there. And Bridgewater trying to climb back in this game with their defense. 4:17 remaining in this one.
What really made it difficult there was for Salve, they picked up their dribble, and once you do that, the help defender came over and trapped them, and you couldn't find anywhere to pass it out to.
Carter called for a double dribble, and we're going the other way.
It looks as though Tara Burke will get ready to check back in. She does have 4 fouls on the night, or afternoon. And she checks in for Michaela Roderick.
Seahawks with 3 players with 5 fouls. Burke, as you mentioned, Lauren Becker, and Liv Pierce. Scorpio to Rourke. Rourke back to Scorpio. Seahawks trying to get over this press, and they do so. Goes to Carrie Beelan to Rourke, and the Seahawks will reset it. 3:50 remaining in this contest. Here's Scorpio. And it's a foul.
And it will be on Del Grosso as she ran into Tara Burke on the screen and knocked her over.
Here's Beelan getting to the basket. And it's a tie-up, and it will belong to the Seahawks.
For a second, I thought Tara Burke was going to get called for a charge and have to exit the game. It didn't look like there was much of a tie-up.
Here's Scorpio to Beelan.
Looking for Burke, but instead kicks it back to Scorpio.
Scorpio gets around, finds Burke down low, and she scores.
And what's so tough about trying to defend Tori Scorpio is when she gets past you, other defenders have to come and help. And she is very good at finding the open man down low, that time finding Tara Burke, which she has done numerous times today.
There's Scorpio driving to the basket. She rolls out and gives it to Beelan, who gives it to Rourke. Rourke hands it off to Scorpio. Thought about the 3. Resets. Scorpio steps back and takes a jump shot. It's good.
And they're going to call that a 2. I guess Scorpio's foot was on the line. Scorpio this quarter has been on fire. She's now at 19 points, I believe.
And that's a 3 there for the Bears. They cut it to 13. Here's Beelan in trouble, but she gets out of it. Rourke.
Beelan gets the ball poked away, but she recovers it quickly. Looking for a screen from Becker and goes the other way.
Shot clock at 4.
She finds Tara Burke down low, and she's able to lay it in.
2 minutes remaining in this one.
Burke is also doing a really good job of just staying down low past the defenders, and the defenders kind of forget about her lurking down there a little bit. She's able to get easy 2 points.
And a travel is called on Del Grosso. And the Seahawks will take over with 1:47 remaining.
And if you're the Seahawks here, you just want to use as much clock time as you can. You don't want to have this turn into a track meet. You're up by a good amount with not much time left on the clock, so just eat as much clock as you'd like.
Scorpio is fouled.
On number 12, Nicole Bostic.
Seahawks up by 14 here. Scorpio stepped out of bounds.
And that's another turnover with a minute and a half left. The Seahawks are leading by 13, 68 to 55.
Turnover number 15 for the Seahawks in this one. Here's Zhenik for three. It's saved by Carter, but she is unable to do it. And another turnover for the Bears. Full court press here again. Rourke trying to get it in. She finds Beelan, and Beelan's trapped, but gets out of it, and she's fouled.
Another thing again for the Bears, they just haven't been as consistent offensively. They've gotten into double digits for scoring in every quarter except for the second quarter when they were held to 9. And the Seahawks have scored 15 or more points in each quarter.
And that's been the difference so far as the Seahawks lead this one by 13. Make that 14 as Beelan hits her free throw. The Seahawks will play a second conference game of the season on Tuesday night here against Roger Williams at 5:30 p.m. Here's Archie Diakonos' three. It's good. And now with 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter, 70 to 58. And Scorpio gets over half court quickly, and she'll reset it. Scorpio's fouled.
And Scorpio will head to the line for 2 shots, I believe. And this will give her an opportunity to have 24 points on the day. She is 8 for 14 from the field, 3 for 4 from three-point land. And she also has 4 assists. So a very good game offensively for Tori Scorpio. Carrie Beelan's the next scorer after Tori with 16 on the day. She also has 7 assists and 6 rebounds. A very well-rounded performance for Carrie. As Tori hits her first free throw.
Seahawks will look to improve to 2 and 5. The Bears will fall to 1 and 5. After starting off 0 and 4, the Seahawks will win 2 out of 3. And 8 seconds is called there, and a turnover for the Seahawks.
But with 27.9 seconds to go, I don't think that will make much of a difference in this one as the Bears trail by 13.
Jump shot from Bostic. It's no good. Rebounded by Aguilar. Resetting. Aguilar, another rebound, and she's fouled on the putback, and she'll head to the line with 14.4 remaining in this one.
And that is the 5th foul on Tara Burke.
So
and she will exit the game, and Kayla Stevenson will take her place. So her day finishes with 14 points on 7 of 9 shooting, with 1 assist and 2 rebounds.
And the first free throw from Aguilar is good.
a timeout is called by the Bears. A little bit of a head scratcher if you ask me. There's only 14 seconds left on the clock and they are down by 11. So not much of an opportunity for them to come back into this one. So the first matchup in 16 years between these two schools looks as though it will be won by Salve. And Salve looks to improve to 2-5 on the season. And it looks as though the Bears will fall to 1-5.
The men's basketball team will play host to Newberry College shortly after this one ends, a little after 3 o'clock p.m. And we'll be right back for the start of that one. That ball's thrown up to Becker, and Becker will look to run out the clock. She gives it to Beelan with 8 seconds, and the Bears will just take this one. And that will do it from Rodgers Recreation Center. The Seahawks pick up their second win of the 2018-19 campaign. They improved to 2-5, winning 2 out of their last 3 contests. And Brett, what are some of your takeaways from this one?
Just a good job realizing what type of team they were playing today. They forced the Bears into a lot of outside shots, which isn't their strong suit. They're not shooting very well on the season as a whole, but forcing a lot of jump shots didn't give them much of an opportunity to get anything going offensively. And in turn, they shot over 50% from the field, Salve did, and it was a good job offensively on the day for them as well.
Well, that'll do it here from Rodgers Recreational Center. We'll be back shortly for the start of the men's basketball game against Newberry College. For Brett Wilkes, I'm Sal Gualtieri, and we'll talk to you soon.